Hello again guys, and welcome back to a brand new video with me, Tom from the Honest Meeple. Today we are going to be unboxing this currently very popular game that has just hit retailers and has been raved about on the Board Game Trading Chat UK forum Facebook group. It is Core Space, the sci-fi miniatures game. Let's see what's inside the box. So you join me excitedly at the table with this box of Core Space. Now, Core Space is massively popular at the moment. It is published by Battle Systems, and there's been a lot of talk about it on, as I say, the Board Game Trading Chat UK Facebook group, specifically around Andrew Jackson, who has mentioned this numerous times and has had a whale of a time with it. And funnily enough, there's been lots of posts popping up of people getting this game, and it does look stunning. So as mentioned, it is a miniatures game. However, the thing that really makes it stand out is I guess essentially the 3D scenery that you get included inside. But I mean, I'm rambling on. Let's have a look underneath the box. It looks great. But as you can see, this is the back of the box. You can see the scenery here is looking great. It's suitable for 1 to 2 players. I believe more players can be added in with various expansions, and it plays in 60 to 120 minutes, suitable for 14 ages and up. I'll give this a quick read. So it's all coming apart. The 10,000 year galactic accord is crumbling. Superstition and fear is replacing science and reason, and a mysterious alien species is burning entire worlds. Amidst this bedlam are the traders trying to scrape a living with nothing but their wits and their simple credo to follow, salvage, trade, adapt, survive. So each player will take control of a band of traders trying to make a living in a dangerous galaxy, all while hunted by the Purge, a semi-sentient race of humanoid machines whose sole task is to harvest worlds. Wow, sounds delightful. Who doesn't want to get hunted by those sort of people? But let's take this off and see what's inside the box. Now, I'm going to put this off to one side because I've taken the cellophane off just to have a look at what's on top. I'm glad I did, because I'm going to put this off to one side and get out the first thing on top, which is the board, essentially. I say board, I use the term board loosely because it's not a board, it is a neoprene mat, believe it or not. Look at that. So this is the mat that you get. This is where you'll be placing all the scenery on. I love a neoprene mat. I especially love neoprene mats that have a great amount of detail on them and look great. I've had mats in the past where the detail has kind of been lost slightly. This is definitely not the case. It is. I'm just looking at it now. Yeah, everything is printed beautifully. You've not lost any clarity than you would if you kind of got a standard board game in there. But I'm talking about a mat, but this is what you get. You don't get a board, you get a mat, and this is where you're going to be placing the scenery. So, next up is a bag of silica gel, of course. Don't eat this. You get these. I don't know what these are. We'll find out in a bit, I'm sure. Okay, I'm going to bring this back into shot now. We've got the mat out, so we'll start with this stuff here, and then we'll go through the... Oh wow, that's interesting. So I'll put this again off to one side. Actually, no, I'm going to grab this first because this is important, and will also tell me what the stuff is. So this is the Rulebook. I say Rulebook. Probably Rule Bible is more suitable. Now this is what you get with the base game. You can get a deluxe upgrade, which apparently Thickens the book. It comes in a hardback. It does look really nice, and it's definitely worth having if you want to add more to the game. But this is the rulebook you get in the core box. Now, I could sit here all day and go through this with you, because there is so much stuff in here by the looks of it. You've got, that's always good, you've got a glossary at the front, so you know where you're starting off with. But as you can see, you've got the images here of the various bits of scenery, the dashboards for the crew, hostility, combat dice, lines of sight, range. So this is kind of a very, very in-depth look then of how the game plays. And then if we carry on, oh my goodness me. So you've got missions at the back, which you can play. Oh, so kind of looking at this, all of that. So all of this is kind of how to play, tips and tricks and everything. And then this is your kind of your missions that you can have to play throughout. I mean, there's art on every page, which is really nice. I'm just going to spin it round to face me. It is beautiful. Now, there are a lot of expansions for this game, so you can add a lot onto it. So, core space is played in a series of narrative missions. Your group of traders will be presented with a set of objectives and a map of the area, showing how to set out your terrain. They will need to venture out from their ship, complete the objectives and get back to safety. Objectives may be to collect intel from a civilian, sabotage equipment, or simply scavenge enough to trade for supplies. It's up to the players whether they want to work cooperatively with the other crews in the area, or you can even go ahead and attack them and try to take the objectives from for themselves. So you're fighting these kind of like robot autonomous enemies that purge. So you've got the crew of the Black Maria and crew of Iron Hope, I think, in this base game. But I'll leave that there for the time being. So let's get this out here. Now, having looked at how much scenery there is, I'm wondering how it will go back into the box, because of course it's all flat pack at the moment. But we'll get to that in a minute. So, if we have a look here, we've got loads of plasticky kind of components. Can't be that. So this is the hostility tracker. You'll obviously have a peg in there, and you'll put a piece of card which will dictate the different kind of stages of hostility. You've then got, oh wow. One thing to note here is this plastic it's injection molded, but it's really thick. You're not going to have any issues of. So we can compare this instantly to the likes of kind of Zombicide Invader. This is a lot thicker than the dashboards in Zombicide Invader, or any Zombicide for that matter. But yeah, you get these are the crew dashboards. I'll do an up close. So you kind of got ammo, objective tracker, I think, and it's going to focus. Focus, please. It doesn't want to, by the looks of it. But you've got health, objectives, and ammunition there. Then you have some spare baggies, and then you have the pegs that will be used on your crew dashboards and on the hostility tracker there. So you've got gold, green, black, and purple. So that's those. You then have the token pouch, which says core space on it. Very nice. You've now got some custom dice. I'm hoping it'll focus on these. Yeah, there we go. So these dice, if we have a look, these are the combat dice. You've also got the purge dice, the black one, and the chance dice, which is the white one. The combat dice, the red and the blue ones. So that's those. Pop those on there. You've then got event cards, by the looks of it. Please put all of that into the behind the box over here. So yeah, these are all event cards. These are going to be the events. So I'll show you the first one at the top here. So this is kind of, so the enemy that you're fighting, purge activity. So it'll give you a list of various things that are going to be happening throughout that event. So relaxed to guarded. So you'll place one harvester at the nearest entry point to a trader. React, watch your back, and then the nearest harvester to a trader makes a move action towards that trader. So there's various things that happen once an event card has been pulled. So that's those. Now I'm guessing these plastic bits of the scenery. Yeah, they're going to be. They look like kind of clips that you'll clip on to the scenery to kind of keep it upright. I'm going to hazard a guess at that anyway. It doesn't say anything on there about them. Okay, we'll have to look through the rulebook and see if there's any other information. And finally, you get two different colours of kind of clips to go on the bases of the characters to differentiate them from the crew, the different crews. So that is everything that you get in this plastic bit. I'll leave those there actually. Pop that back into the box, and then we'll get out this box here. Looking good with the artwork on the front there. Looks juicy. So this is going to be, I'm going to guess, yeah, these are the miniatures, and I'm going to guess these are token trays. So you get a nice tray with them. Got all the miniatures here, and then areas for your tokens. Now, these miniatures are looking nice. Very detailed. Very nicely moulded. If it will focus, there we go. Use him as a bit of an example. So he's one of the crew. I believe he's from the Ion Hope. There we go. I was right. Look at this is the live one. This is one of the Purge. Looking really good. I really like the look of that. Nice. So yeah, you don't get a massive amount of miniatures, but again, you haven't come here just for the miniatures. You've come here for the scenery. So those are what you get there. Pop those off to the side. That's the box that they sit in, and then finally, you get a wodge of kind of. I'm going to put those there actually, because there was a lot in this box. You get a wodge of card. Now these are going to be all the punch boards for the tokens plus the scenery. If I can get it open. That is. Ah, there we go. Eventually got there. Wow, okay. So, one nice thing I can already notice is that everything is labelled. So these are the shipboards, and you know they're the shipboards by the little bit that says shipboard. And this is the case with everything on here. Character boards, counters, purge board, everything on there. And this is quite a shiny print. A glossy finish on these tokens, which is really nice, and it really pops as well. So if we just punch this out quickly, I can show you how the hostility tracker works. And that is That's your hostility tracker right there. Lovely jubbly. Does it come back out? Yeah, it does. Yeah, because it's double-sided. So you've got, this just says other boards. So you've got rulers and tokens here for the weapons, etc. These are going to be all your character cards and classes. Don't worry, I haven't bent it. It bends in the middle. They're kind of all separate, so you can just separate them out but not punch them. And then, so these are, oh wow, okay, so these two boards are defined as room scatter. So this is kind of, this is kind of like extra bits for scenery. These will be going in the actual physical rooms. And then you've got girders and walls. 2 sheets of those. And then you've then got cyberpunk walls. You get 3 things of those. So you'll be punching these out and making these up into the and then placing them onto the mat. So if we add these up, so you've got 3, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 there. So you get 10 boards in total of cardboard. Another thing to note is that the scenery isn't a glossy finish like the character boards are, which is interesting. That might be because it's got to be kind of put together. Not entirely sure. So obviously there is some kind of building to be done in here. So right, here we go. So this is the, so yeah, this explains all the terrain. So the core space game is built to work with the Battle Systems modular terrain. It is made from sturdy, full colour board and can be assembled without glue or prior hobby knowledge. So don't panic, this isn't going to be like your Warhammer sets where you have to sit down with glue, paints and plastic and everything. You're not going to be doing any of this. This is all cardboard, you don't need glue. Potentially scissors, I don't know because I'm not constructed. I doubt it. This should be able to just be kind of put together, slotted together. So before playing for the first time, you'll need to remove all of the walls, small terrain pieces, character boards and counters from the card sheets. Some of the small terrain pieces require basic assembly as shown opposite. So it kind of, yeah, that's what those plastic things are for. So you can see how it all goes together in there. But, there's like crates. There's crates of stuff that you put the tokens in, and then you come across. That is awesome. But then you also get the standalone terrain as well. Right, that is looking neat. So that is everything you get in the core box of Core Space. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have. There is a lot of stuff in here. I'm excited to start building it all and seeing what it looks like. Be sure to check out my Instagram because I'll be putting pictures of this up imminently as I start building it. So looking forward to that. I'll be doing a full review on this. This is going to take a bit of time for me to kind of play through and work with, but initial impressions are big thumbs up. Thank you to Andrew Jackson for kind of saying what an awesome game this was. As I say, he's posted for the past month or so how good this game is on Facebook. And I can see why already. So yeah, looking forward to trying it out. I guess that leaves me to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Do check out my latest content. I'm uploading regularly thanks to the lockdown. It's given me a lot of time to dedicate to the channel. So yeah, look out for my future videos. And as always guys, I'll see you all next time.